Hello everybody, this is Tiffani Reese and I'm just coming really quickly with some tips for meditating. When I talk about meditation, people are like, I can't meditate. I can't. I fall asleep. I think too much. I cannot. That's not happening. So then they gave up. So I don't want anyone to give up. So I decided that I would give you a few pointers that I use. Because again, I was the same way when I first started. I was like, I don't know how people can sit still for that long and just in silence say that they're clearing their thoughts. Like how? I think too much. Like it's never going to happen. So the first step is even to understand the benefits of meditating. Meditating is like recharging yourself, okay? We can exercise for our body to stay in shape, but meditation is the thing that allows our spirit and our souls to become grounded, to become recharged. It's just like putting your phone on a charger. It's kind of connecting the heavens with the earth, right? So our spirit is like ethereal. Our spirits are from heavens, other dimensions. Our physical body is made up of matter, which is the earth. So we are a combination of both. And when we meditate, it's just bringing us back to alignment, into center. That's why people say, I have to find my center, I have to find my zen to become peaceful. So it's very, very important part of the spiritual journey and a spiritual practice to develop a practice of meditation, because that's where you come to recharge, where you get yourself grounded. We take in a lot all day. We're looking at things, media overload, information overload. We see a lot that we have to take in. And when we're doing that, most of the time we're not going to be connecting to our higher selves or our spirits, because we have to deal with the 3D reality. So meditation gives us the time to become one with our highest selves, with the universe, with spirit, and at the same time become grounded and firmly planted in the earth and in the 3D world. But it shuts out all the outside noise and all the outside chatter and allows us to find our connection to ourselves, okay? So will your thoughts just completely stop? Most of the time they won't. There is a certain level of meditation when you get to trance state where you kind of are like just zoned out and things will pop in your head, and that's the messages that the universe are sending to you, or what we describe as downloads. So with meditating, don't be discouraged if at first you can't stop the thoughts, your thoughts, because you're thinking about what you have to do later, you're thinking about what you have to do tomorrow, you're thinking about what happened earlier today, you're thinking about the bills, you're thinking about the things that you have to do with the kids and where you have to take them and what time you have to be there and all of these things. But just be easy on yourself, be gentle on yourself, and forgive yourself. It's fine. It's normal, right? And one way that you can kind of stop that is think of 2 words, right? And so when you're breathing, you're just going to focus on these 2 words. Like say it's love and gratitude. When you breathe in, you think love. When you breathe out, you think gratitude. When you breathe in, you think love. When you breathe out, you think gratitude. So if you're only focused on those things, it's kind of hard to start thinking about other things because you're focused on something. The reason why everything keeps coming in is because we don't really have one thing to focus on, because we're told we have to clear our thoughts, and that's kind of like okay, how do I do that? So that was what I started to do. Just focus on 2 words. It could be joy and forgiveness. It could be, maybe 2 things that you would like to see in your life, or you would like to focus more on, become more conscious of these behaviors or these actions. And so it could be those 2 things. And you just continue to do that. And eventually all of those the random chatter, it'll come, but the point is to not go with it. You let those thoughts arise and then you let it go. But don't go down with that thought and don't keep focusing on the thought. Once you figure out, okay, I'm thinking about something else, then go back to your love and gratitude, love and gratitude. And if getting the carpet shampooed pops into your head, let it pop into your head and then just let it go. Okay, so that's number 1. The other thing is your breathing. You want to breathe in through your nose. And when you breathe in through your nose, think of your diaphragm and your belly like a balloon, and you are bringing in as much air as you can. So it's not like little short, shallow breaths, like you're breathing in and you're letting your belly and your diaphragm and everything just open all the way up and expand. And then when you breathe out through your mouth, you slowly try to compress your diaphragm, compress your belly to where your belly button is hitting your spine. You want to get all of the air out, so release it all, and then hold it maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then I'm like expanding like a blowfish, and then hold it for 1 or 2 seconds, or as long as you can, and then breathe it out again. That is basically how you're gonna meditate. And if you can do that, you don't have to meditate for an hour. Start with 5 minutes. You can start with 5-minute meditations. Start with 5 minutes. And once you can get 5 minutes and that 5 minutes goes by so fast, then build it up to maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Once you get up to 7 minutes, then you build it up to 10 minutes. And before you know it, by a couple of months, you'll be able to sit there for 30 minutes or sit there for an hour. And praying is like when you're asking and asking and asking the universe for something. Meditation is like the opposite. You are receiving, so you're in a state of reception, so you are going to receive and be receiving everything from the universe, and then eventually get to that point where you're in like a trance state, and that's when you start to get information from the divine intelligence, information that is like, how would you know that? You shouldn't know that. But just start one day at a time, one step, one foot in front of the other. You will master meditation. It's definitely an important part of the spiritual practice and the spiritual journey, because it is a place where you can just come to find your center, right? And shut out all of the outside chatter. So now I'm going to leave you with a guided meditation. It won't take too long, but I'm going to put on a meditation track, and I'm just going to guide you through a meditation. And guided meditations that you can find on YouTube are good, or you can keep this one and keep playing it over and over until you get to the point of being able to do it on your own. Sometimes it is difficult, so the guided meditations help because they're a little easier. You can find some guided meditations depending on what you want to meditate on. If there's a certain thing that you are trying to manifest, or a certain thing that you want to master, you can actually Google meditation for abundance, meditation for anxiety, meditation for getting rid of fear. Find a meditation that is specific to your need, and then do that meditation, and that could also be very helpful. Hopefully this will be helpful to you on your journey. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments below. Till next time, smooches and toodles.